Well, all right, y'all. All across the USC, Compton, Watts, Bay to LA. Pomona, California, from valley to valley, we represent that killer Cali. So if you keeping it real on your side of your town, you tune in to Gangsta Chronicles.
Gangsta Chronicles, we gon' tell you how it goes.
If I lie, my nose will grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth.
Gangsta Chronicles, this is not your average show.
You're now tuned into the real MC8, Big James, and Big Steel.
This is strictly from the streets.
Hello.
We represent the James.
And of course, my fiance got arrested as well. And when he came out, because I took the blame, he went to him and he said, well, things happen like that, but now you have to make money. You want to do another deal tonight? I can hook it up for you. Nobody from the streets. But no, the guy just got arrested, came out the feds, and he's going to offer him a deal because he knows he will be watched, you know? And my ex, look, he's from the streets. He was a he kind of explained it to me how that works. And I was like, I couldn't believe it, you know? But it was definitely clear what it was.
So your fiance walked, you took the time. Did you marry him?
No.
Or did he marry you?
He tried. No, the thing is, after doing time, me getting deported, you know, because I took the deportation that I can do less time, you know. So if it's a nonviolent crime, I can do 2 years and I get deported. And over here, the law is so lenient, you know, I'm free. So I took that instead of doing a whole lot more time. And after that, he got another little charge. He couldn't leave the country. So then we're looking at 3.5 years not seeing each other, you know. So, but we still good friends to this day.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Because
So
he know he had a solid one. He had a solid one on his team. And for you to take that time and do it, but then they deported you, right?
But what was the best thing for me to do? Imagine I'm doing all this time, probably still get deported, or I'll be stuck in the States and I can't get nowhere, you know, being a felon. Yeah, I don't know. So I'd rather come back here because Switzerland is good. It's not as much fun as the States, but it's a good country, you know?
Right.
Hey, let me ask you a question. So, like James said, you're not the toughest person in the world. You know what I mean? You're a woman. You know what I mean? You look like a model. You know what I'm saying? So, what's the weirdest thing that you ever seen? Like what's the thing that freaked you out the most working a brothel? Like, what's the freakiest thing you ever had somebody ask to get done to them?
In the States or here in Switzerland?
I know in Switzerland, either place.
It probably some different shit going on in Switzerland.
Yes.
Yeah, like in Switzerland.
In Switzerland, someone asked me if I could get a rat that's alive, that someone can put them in his bottom. And I said no, because the rat could kill him when the rat is in his bottom. So I couldn't do that. But it was like the weirdest stuff because he would die, and I don't want no dead body in my brothel.
So somebody
Hey, what's that guy? Hey, Nora. Hey, Nora, what's that guy? The singer with the big mouth? Is it Mick Jagger? I don't want to say, I don't want to get the name wrong, but
Right.
he had gerbils put up his ass.
I think that was
Y'all
an
remember
actor.
that a long time
That was an actor.
Was that Richard Gere?
Yeah, I think that was the
Had the
actor dude.
gerbils up
Yeah,
his ass?
exactly.
Okay, it's the same thing as a rat, but who the fuck want a gerbil up their ass? But anyway,
people do weird shit, man. You would never know, man. There's some crazy motherfuckers in the world. I mean, because we see it every day. I mean, you catch it on the news a few times. I mean, you got motherfuckers who kill people, kill kids, do some just weird shit. But you know, when it comes to sexual shit, there's some weird motherfuckers out there.
Yeah.
hey, call me weird because I was introduced to the candle shit. And I told the chick, you ain't finna just pour no hot wax on me, motherfucker. Hey, well, I'm gonna tell you, boy, that shit had me so right, throwing that wax on my nipples and shit. I was in it. I was in it.
My nigga James said, shit, I got introduced to that hot candle wax. It was crack.
Oh, yeah. And you know, some women like to be choked. You know what I'm saying? And I got a kick out of that type of shit. Choking you while I'm fucking you. You know what I'm saying? And it was different, and it was cool. it was cool. So going into that, and then, you know, you can go and have a woman do what you desire, what your pleasures are. That, I mean, and that's kind of like
I mean, yeah, because
crazy.
when it comes, I guess everybody got their pleasure meters, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And it goes to what level that your pleasure meter reaches. You know, because you can get yourself into some different kind of shit when it comes to
Not no
how far.
gerbils.
Right now, yeah, that's a little bit.
Come on, hey.
That's a little bit far out of reach. You know what I'm saying? I'm a regular nigga, so but you know, some of that shit is far out of reach. But it all depends on what your meter is for a regular motherfucker where you could go. You feel me?
Right.
So what you say, Nives, you call it vanilla, right? You said this real vanilla, huh?
They bought hush.
And that maybe is a little bit, when someone says I'm freaky, I really want to know what freaky is, because the level that I see, and as a managing all these brothels, there's a level to it. There's different ways of from woman to man to, like, you know, like even dominated. And I think some guys, they get addicted to get dominated. I mean, the number one thing in Zurich, Switzerland, is not getting peed on, is getting the girls basically feed the guys their own shit.
Huh?
And I'm saying a lot of guys are into it, young, old, black, white, Spanish. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of, you know, and they have to sign a form because in case they catch hepatitis or something, I don't want to be responsible for it, because I can't test the women every day. You know, they just have to get tested. But that's like the new thing, I guess. And it's expensive.
It's people over there in it eating shit.
Yeah. So, you know, how hard it is for me to date. I have to do a background check on every brothel where they've been, maybe, to find out.
Let me ask you this.
Too fucking extreme, man. Come on, Steel. That's too extreme.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
You know?
Let me ask you this.
You know, the code. Norm, before I lose this, let me say this. The cool thing about this whole goddamn concept is that these men go to these places, and then after that, they go home to their wives.
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
So basically, motherfuckers can come in, sign a consent form, and as long as they sign that consent form, whatever level they want to go through, they go to.
Well, it depends on the woman as well. A lot of things, you know, I mean, for me, they can always choose what they want to do and not want to do, you know. So that's the first thing. Respect has to be right, especially when a man dominates the woman, because then it's spanking and then it's hitting, but it's no hitting in the face. And there's levels of hitting. There's like, it's basically called slavery over here. There's soft slavery, medium slavery, and hard slavery means until you bleed with the weapon. But the girls that I had to do that was only like 2 or 3, and they're really into it. But they have pleasure in that. But I have, of course, a girl that's a nurse there, and they just have to know what they do. But you never know how far they go into it. So there's like a bell we have, they compress. So it's just, I didn't really like getting into that, because you never know if someone does too much, you know. With the choking, it's the same thing. It's not even that serious, but, you know, some people maybe they lose themselves in that moment.
You never know when a motherfucker might go overboard.
Right. It never
Yeah,
happens.
you know, going off of what James said, by being in that lifestyle that you were in, you know, being a madam and everything, how hard is it for you to have a normal relationship? Because you probably look like every dude like they're a piece of shit, kind of.
No. I don't have a bad reception of men at all. I just say, like, I know what I like and what I don't like, and what kind of men I like and don't like. But I wouldn't judge, right? But if a man likes to eat shit, I probably don't want to be with you. And I'm fine. Right?